Hello and welcome back to Council Bluffs News. I'm Matt Shadle. The Omaha Roller Girls now making the move across the river here to Council Bluffs. Joining me today is Shaw No Fear and Mary Woolstone Crash from the Omaha Roller Girls. Thanks so much for joining me today.
Thanks.
And the Omaha Roller Girls, they've been around for a little while. If you could explain who they are actually and how long they've been around.
Definitely. We've actually been around since January of 2006. We started actually playing then a few months later, just within grassroots efforts of pulling a team together. And we became WFDA certified, which is the Women's Flat Track Derby Association, in 2008, which is the premier leagues in the nation. And we're a group of 50 plus women ranging in ages from 20 up to 41 as our oldest player. Different sizes, different professional professions that we're coming out of. Good variety of women athletes.
And I mentioned a little bit of the old 70s style of roller derby, but this is totally different here. This is a lot more competitive, you were saying.
Yeah, this is a lot different than the banked track derby that you used to be able to watch on TV. We play flat track, which is a little bit different, and so no skating up the the track or anything like that. It's also a lot more of an actual sport. It's not staged anymore. You won't see fist fights or anything like that on the rink. We are very, very concerned with our athletes' safety and being taken seriously, because we put a lot of effort into what we do, and it's a pretty serious sport these days, but still fun.
Yeah, very competitive. I mean, there's so many different leagues around. What are some of the rules, I guess, or some of the strategies? If you kind of explain the game a little bit, if some of our viewers haven't been to any of the derbies before.
Definitely. Well, the game is broken into two 30-minute periods, and essentially you have three pivotal positions in a game. There are 5 players from each team out on the track at one time, and we play what are called 2-minute jams within these periods. Our jammer has the star on the helmet, and she is the only person out there that can score points. And she scores points by passing players on the opposing team. Then you have your blockers, which our goal is to either keep the other person's jammer from breaking through what's called the pact, the group of players together, or to make holes for our jammer to get through. And then we have the pivot, who is keeping the pace of the game and also the last line of defense with the jammer.
How long have you been part of the Omaha Roller Girls then, and what got you involved with it?
We're both fresh meat, so we've been practicing. We have a pretty strenuous boot camp that the new girls go through that started late last September, and we just became full members of the league. So we're some of the newest, but we're really excited to be part of it. For me, what got me interested was a combination of things. I sort of knew in the back of my head that we had a team because I saw them in parades around the area and things like that. But I didn't really actually get actively involved until I was sitting at home one weekend and I was watching Whip It, and I was like, man, that just looks like so much fun. That looks like an awesome, both an awesome sport, but also just looks like a lot of fun to hang out with that many strong and independent women. So I got online, and it just so happened that they were holding recruitment nights about a week or two after I was watching that movie. So I was like, well, guess I better go to skate days, and I rented some skates. I hadn't been on roller skates since kindergarten. And so I had to sort of figure out if I could still skate, and I thought, well, I managed to stay upright for an hour of skating around in circles. Guess I'm gonna try this.
Perfect. And for you then, what got you involved then?
I actually recently moved here from Wisconsin and had a 4-month period of time where I had no husband, no children here. And as a means of challenging myself, once a week I would do something what I felt was out of my comfort zone, whether it was going to an Afro-funk concert or going to see a roller derby game. And when I went, it scared me. I'll be completely honest. It really scared me. And I went home that night and kind of said to myself, you know what? challenge yourself. If it scares you, learn more about it. And then that's when I found out that they were also holding the open recruitment. And I went and I thought, it's 10 weeks, it's going to be intense, but at least challenge myself. And at the end of it, 24 of us newbies made it through the process, the testing process, which is both physical and written testing. And, you know, it was just kind of like, wow, I can do this. And I find it quite an accomplishment just I'm 37, to physically challenge myself like that, but to find the strength and to see the strength that it takes has been amazing for me.
Congratulations to both of you, by the way, for making the team. And have you been part of a bout before then, or this bout coming up, is this going to be the first one then?
Yes, it will be the first one.
Got a little bit of nerves going then?
Heck no.
No?
Liar.
We're going to take people out a little. Just we're doing a lot of scrimmaging right now, just getting ourselves used to working within a jam, taking these principles that we've learned through the boot camp process and putting them in a practical application. But I won't lie, butterflies.
Yeah, the first bout then, that's February 19th then. Who will the bout be against then? And you know, what do you think about coming to the Mid-America Center? I mean, the big stage, I guess you could say.
Yeah, the bout is it's actually a doubleheader. All of our games in the MAC will be a doubleheader. Our first game will be the AAA team, and they are playing against Lincoln. And then the second bout will be our All-Star team, and they are playing against the Fox City Foxes.
All right.
Yeah.
And then the big stage at the Mid-America Center. The last place that you played at, the Play Days, couldn't really hold too many people. Now this is wide open here.
Yeah, we had found over the past couple of years that the interest was definitely gaining. And as you say, we kind of were bursting at the seams being over at Skate Days. So the Mid-America Center will allow us the opportunity to have up to 3,000 fans to come and watch us. And we're excited just to have that much more exposure. And new fan base. And
the locker rooms and the big screen TV. And I mean, there's a ton of benefits to being over there that we're really, really excited to take advantage of.
And it's just legitimizing, I think, that the sport is growing.
Oh, for sure. Now, what time are you expecting fans to be out there on the 19th? And how much are tickets? And you know, where can you find more information about that?
Sure. Actually, doors open at 6 p.m. Gameplay starts at 7. Tickets are $10 a piece. You can buy them at Ticketmaster.com at the MAC box office. And then we have several ticketing events that we're holding both in Council Bluffs and Omaha before games, where you can buy directly from Omaha Roller Girls, meet and greet the girls. Kids 10 and under are free, and $12 the day of if you buy them.
Okay, so get out there early, get $2 off then. Perfect.
Our next ticketing event is going to be at Grant Street Bar, which is just north of 90th and Blondo.
Okay.
And that's going to be on the 15th. So if you want to come meet some of us and hang out and get some
Derby.
tickets. Yeah. We also have season tickets available. They're $40, and that gets you into all of our events. So.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for coming in to talk about the Derby. It's so much fun, and we'll be seeing you out there February 19th. That's going to be exciting for the both of you then.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Great. Thanks so much again for stopping in today.
Thank you.
And again, the Omaha Roller Girls will be having their first bout February 19th at the Mid-America Center against the Fox City Foxes. Pre-sale tickets are $10, and day of the bout is $12. Kids 10 and under get in free. For more information about the girls, go to www.omaharollergirls.org, and more Council Bluffs news is up right after this.